Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about aliens and beings from other worlds. Have I ever met a being from another world? Yes. When you're projecting your consciousness into space, um, sometimes you think you're just exploring. You're just out there on your own. That's what you expect. That's what you expect in the beginning. But then as you go on, all of a sudden you'll come across another conscious being. Um, and it's just as real as talking to another human on this world, only it's through consciousness. I guess telekinesis you'd call it. I don't even know if it's that, but you meet another conscious entity. So this is when I was younger. I was projecting and I was just enjoying space, hanging out in space, and another conscious entity came up to me, and it was very friendly. I've only ever met friendly entities, aliens. Um, and this one is the only one I conversed with. And this one was human, not from Earth. It was like maybe you say a humanoid. It was exactly like us, but far more advanced. And I believe it was from an area nearby because I was not far from Earth. And I don't believe this thing was far from its home, this entity. So I did meet another conscious being that was not from Earth, that was human. And it was telling me, you need to share your knowledge with other people. And this was when I was younger. So I said, they're not ready. Humans aren't ready, right? They'll just label you, not job. All this type of stuff. No one would believe it anyways. So I was like, no, they're not ready. I can't. And then it made like the comment that they were going to come to Earth soon to help humans because we needed help. And I told him that that would not be a very wise idea because humans are incredibly dangerous in this stage of our evolution, and that it would probably be best if they just stayed away from them. And I strongly, strongly suggested they don't come to Earth and they stay away because we're far too dangerous to be communicating with right now on a world scale, right? Like talking to individual humans is perfectly fine. Talking to our governments are evil, completely corrupt, not what you want aliens to be introduced to. So after we had that little convo, I asked him a question. I said, can I challenge you to a mental game, a mental exercise? I just wanted to have um, like if you and your friend are wrestling together, right? That's what I wanted to do with it. I wanted to have friendly mental combat with it, um, just for fun. And it's like, well, why would you want that when you know I'm far superior to you? And I said, well, that's exactly why I want to um, wrestle with you, is because then I'll be able to see where my weaknesses are and then I can work on them. And I was kind of just showing him the thought process of humanity. Like, yes, you may want to come to Earth and you may bring all your fancy technology, but all your power and technology really just show us where we're lacking. And then we will fix that lacking area and then we'll be stronger. And we're not a very safe species to be around. So it just kind of furthered what I was telling him before, like, stay away because we are smart enough to be dangerous and you don't want to be around us right now. So I was not expecting to meet anybody ever. So I wasn't really prepared. Like, I didn't ask, where are you from? What's your name? How old are you? How did you guys originate on Earth and then maybe left? I didn't ask any questions. I was just kind of caught off guard. I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? um, and then I did come across another entity more recent. Like, if you want to, you could talk to aliens like every day if you wanted through meditation. Like, they're there and they're available. It's just like walking in a park, right? You meet a stranger in a park. Hey, nice day. How's it going? It's exactly the same way. They're out there projecting, and they're very friendly from my experience. Um, I did meet someone by accident when I was older, um, but I was not in a mental space where I felt comfortable talking to somebody, because when you meet a being in space, humans we can't protect our minds, and we can't keep thoughts secret. Like, our minds are open. We're not strong enough to like defend and close our minds and have privacy. And they are. So when you meet one of these beings, you're an open book, but they only tell you what they want to tell you. And at the time in my life, I wasn't like as confident and sure of myself as I was when I was younger, or I am now. So I wasn't in like a mental space to talk to him. So I just left in a panic. Kind of like when a squid shoots its ink and leaves. I kind of did that. I'm just like, no, 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 I'm out of here. And then I left. Um, but you can also be dangerous to these beings if your consciousness is like erratic. Like, you can be dangerous to another conscious being by not having control over your own consciousness. So I just wanted to make this one last video before I went to bed. Yes, they're out there. Yes, you can talk to them. In my experience, they're friendly. But you really want to be strong in your own mental capacity. And you can't have any secrets. You can't have anything that you're embarrassed of. You can't have anything in your consciousness that you regret doing. That was my experience. So essentially, you have to be in a state where you completely have forgiven yourself for everything you've done in life, and you are essentially reborn again and just a being of pure light. If you have any of your like human monkey brain there, it's probably not going to go too well for you. So that's just my suggestion, my experience. Yeah, that's all I got to say.